Hi again. Today we're going to be working on 7.3 Day 1 notes, which are applications of adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. We're going to start today by going over what it means to be the perimeter. If the perimeter of an object is the distance around the outside of a figure. So it's the distance around the outside of the figure. We're going to be calculating the perimeter of a couple different figures. The first is a square. For squares, all sides have equal length. So for example 1a, if you find the perimeter, if this is 32 inches, all the sides are 32 inches. So what I could do is add 32 plus 32 plus 32 and 2, or I could just do 32 4. 32 times 4 is 128. Okay, so inches. All right, let's go ahead and find the perimeter of 1b. Now, instead of giving you numerical values for the length, I'm going to give you polynomial dimensions. So my polynomial dimension is 2w squared plus 5w. Since it's a square, all sides are equal to 2w squared plus 5w. So we do 4 times 2w squared plus 5w. And from yesterday's lesson, you should remember to distribute. 4 times 2w squared is 8w squared. And 4 times 5w is 20w. So my perimeter of this square, my dimensions are 8w squared plus 20w. Great, we're going to move on to now rectangles. Now rectangles have opposite sides that have equal length. So for example, if this is 18, this side length and opposite side length is 18. So this is 7, this is 7. To find the perimeter of this rectangle, I would do 2 18, because two side lengths with 18, plus 2 times 7, because there's two side lengths with 7. If I put that whole thing in my calculator, 2 times 18 plus 2 times 7, I'm going to go ahead and get 50 again. So what we're going to do is use that information to now find the perimeter when I have polynomials. So now, if this side is 3x squared minus 1, this side is also 3x squared minus 1. And 2 times 3x squared minus 4 plus, if this side is x squared plus 4x plus 6, so is this. 2 times x squared plus 4x plus 6. I'm going to go ahead and distribute and combine like this if I can. 2 times 3x squared is 6x squared. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times x squared. Again, I stop multiplying the 2 after I that parenthesis again. Then I'm going to go ahead and distribute this 2 to the second. 2 times x squared is positive 2x squared. Positive 2 times 4x is 8x. And lastly, 2 times 6. If you notice, I have some like terms. I have 6x squared and 2x squared, as well as negative 2 and positive 12. 6x squared plus 2x squared is 8x squared. We got down to positive 8x. Negative 2 plus 12 positive 10. So that is my perimeter. We'll now be working with triangles. And please go ahead and add these markings on your triangle. All side lengths are going to equal 14. Okay? Triangles have 3 sides. So to find the perimeter for this, I'm going to do 14 times 3. 14 times 3 is equal to 42 centimeters. So I'm going to use this to answer 3B. Now I have all different sides. So the marking should be, this is 1, this is 2, 1, 2, 3. If they have a big change, that means they are different sides. What we're going to do is just add up all the sides. Now I like to add up all the sides together. So if you notice, I have M cubed plus M cubed. That is again, when you're adding like terms, you keep the end the same and you add the exponents. So sorry. You keep the exponents the same. You add the exponents when you're multiplying. Since we're combining, which is adding, keep the exponents the same. Here, I have positive 3n plus 6n, that's 9n. 9n plus 5 added is 14n. And then finally, I have positive 12 minus 1, that is positive 11. And that is how to find the perimeter of a triangle. Alright, let's go ahead and flip over our notes. What we're going to do is find the perimeter of the figure. Write your answer as a polynomial. You should recognize that the figure that we're dealing with is a rectangle because opposite sides are equal. So remember, if this side is w squared plus 4w minus 8, so is this side. To find the perimeter, I'm going to start with p equals. 2 times my one side length of w squared plus 4w minus 8. And I add it to, because remember the perimeter is adding up all the distance around the figure, plus 2 times my other side length, 2 times w squared plus 5w. From here, I'm just going to distribute and combine like this. 2 times w squared is 2w squared. 2w times 4w is positive 8w. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 2 there. So 2 times 2w squared is 4w squared. 2 times 5w is 10w. From here I have some like terms. I have 2w squared times 4w squared as well as 8w plus 10w. And I combine the blues, 2 plus 4 is 6w squared. And when we are combining like terms, we do not add the exponents. We keep the exponents the same. 8w plus 10w is 18w. That's negative 16. Now this is the polynomial that the perimeter is expressed as. Now what I can do is using your answer as a polynomial, find the exact perimeter when w is 2. So what we do is we're just going to substitute 2 everywhere we see w to find the exact perimeter. So the perimeter is going to equal 6 times 2 squared plus 18 times 2 minus 16. So that whole thing in your calculator, 6 parentheses 2 squared plus 18 parentheses 2 minus 16. All equals 44 inches. Remember, I have inches because I provided you the unit. All right, let's go on to example number 2. Find the perimeter of the figure. The figure is a square because we recognize all 4 of the markings of the side lengths are the same. Remember, with the square, all 4 side lengths are the same. One side length is 4x squared minus 1. All of them are 4x squared minus 1. So my perimeter is going to equal 4 times the side length, 4x squared minus 1. I go ahead and distribute. 4 times 4, x squared is 16x squared. Go ahead and circle that. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. So that's the polynomial that means the perimeter. Now what you can do is find the exact perimeter when the figure is 5. So just like in the previous example, I'm going to take this expression and substitute 5 where I see x. So the perimeter is going to equal 16 times 5 squared minus 4. By hoping your calculator 16 parentheses 5 parentheses squared minus 4 and use 396. All right, and our final example is question number 3. Now we're going to be dealing with a triangle. Now remember, sometimes triangles all the side lengths are the same. Those are called equilaterals. And sometimes they're all 3 side lengths are not the same. Those are called scalene, but you don't need to worry about that. Here I'm going to combine all my like terms. So I have m squared plus m squared. I'm combining my like terms because I have to add up all this. M squared plus M squared is 2M squared. I have positive M plus a 2M, which is 3M. And lastly, I have negative 1 plus 6, which is positive 5, plus 4, which is positive 9. And again, that expression is the perimeter. Now find the exact number when m is 3. So every time you see m, you're going to replace it with 3. M is equal to 2 times 3 squared plus 3 parentheses 3 plus 9. Put that in your calculator. You'll get 36 out, and don't forget your units. You will be marked off if you do not remember your units. Alright, please turn the page and complete your homework.